Hi, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. This is your monthly tarot reading for April 2022. While this is a general reading, I try to get as specific as I can. I use a traditional Celtic cross spread for a full picture. It's what my clients prefer. And you'll notice I use a little bit of astrology, obviously tarot, and my guides for your reading. Now, I'm here to spread good love, I'm here to spread good energy and love. So I would be so grateful if you can help spread that by liking and subscribing. I'm very new to YouTube, and it would help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. One thing about April, there's a lot going on. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a really big loaded month. And at the end of the reading, I am going to do one card per week, just to give you an idea of like what to expect for each week, because there's so many aspects happening. And April is, like I said, it's just a loaded month. We kicked off April with a new moon in Aries on March 31st, and that was really powerful energy. Okay, and so that was affecting your fourth house of home and your domestic life. We'll get into that later. Another thing I want to point out is Mercury is going into Taurus on the 10th. Mid-month, Jupiter is conjuncting Neptune on the 12th in Pisces. Now, I'm going to just spend a very brief time talking about how hugely significant this aspect is. Pay attention to April 12th. This aspect hasn't happened since 1856. Jupiter conjuncting Neptune in Pisces is huge. It's major. We're very lucky to live through it, and it is one of those rare, one-of-a-kind alignments. It's all about creative revolution. It's all about imagination in the arts and pioneering movements. A lot happened around that time. I think it's interesting that Freud was born in 1856 and Tesla was born in 1856. There was a lot happening, and so we're going to see very part of a new movement, okay, that's going to happen around that time. We also have a Libra full moon on the 16th. The sun is entering Taurus on the 19th. That's your fifth house of love. And of course, at the end of the month, a partial solar eclipse in Taurus. Okay. Love, 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 love. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Again, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It's one of the bigger spreads, but I'm going to do a condensed version in terms of the analyzing and reading. Okay, Capricorn, I'm not going to lie. You have a great spread here. April is going to be a great month for you. There's going to be a lot of growth. There's going to be a lot of potential. There's going to be a lot of happiness. There's going to be a lot of rewards, okay? Energy on the bottom. You pull the Page of Wands. We love the Page of Wands, okay? Page is really complex card. Pages are complex cards, but they're powerful cards. Not a lot of people give them credit. In terms of minor arcana, they're second to the ace in terms of major changes happening. And so the Page of Wands really is, you're in a place right now where you are looking to do something new. You are looking to do something very new. You're probably got a new job recently. You probably started a new relationship. You probably entered some sort of partnership. You're probably exploring looking at buying a new home. There's a lot of new things happening. This is all about new beginnings, and you're in it. You're in it right now. If you're not feeling it now, it's going to come. Page of Wands is very transformative energy, but what I really love about the Page of Wands is that he's the dreamer, right? He's looking at this opportunity and he's really compelled. And so there's something that recently, or you're currently going through, where you're really fascinated by this idea of growing something. And you know, maybe it's a business or maybe it's a relationship, but something you're in, it's going to really flourish, okay, because you're at the beginning of that. All right. And so you also pulled the Nine of Pentacles, okay? And so I think that you're in a position where this new thing that you're possibly going to grow this month or look into this new opportunity, I think you're going to think a little bit too. You're going to spend a lot of time thinking about it, but I want you to know that uh, it's all about being slow and steady and doing things in the right way. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is great. You can see her. This is all about success and abundance, and she is covered in the symbol of Venus all over her gown, which is all about love. And so, uh, well, it's all about love and beauty and even like the finer things in life. Okay, and so that is something that is weird. I mean, it ended up in your challenge area, but that's what this spread is saying. And the messages that I'm getting is that things are already good. And so you're feeling really good. You're in a good place. I think, Jupiter was in Pisces. Jupiter was in some, it was in your first house. And what was that, 2020? And then it went into your second house of money. Last year, you could have made a lot more money. You could have had a big bonus, and it's now in Pisces in third house. And so listen, all I'm saying is that things are really good, and you might be having some sort of like moments of, should I do this? Should I pursue this? I'm already in a good place, but everyone has free will. Everyone is open to making their own calls, and I think that, it's something that you will spend time thinking of, because remember, the page of wands, he is the dreamer, and he's compelled by something, and he looks at things and he makes sure that it's something that he wants. And so I think that it is going to be, funnily enough, that is just, if that's your internal conflict, is like, things are so good in my life, and do I really want to pursue this new thing? That is not a bad conflict to have, okay? And so what's really funny is, like, you really want success and victory, and you want recognition for everything that you've done. And I think that you are getting it, and you're going to feel more of it throughout April. Like, this is just amazing energy here. Funnily enough, you did get the 5 of Wands, okay? And so deep down inside, you are feeling a little bit of conflict. And again, one thing that I want you to know about the 5 of Wands, the 5 really does represent challenges and conflicts. And like 5 of Wands, as you can see here, it doesn't get any more accurate than that. These people are fighting. The one thing I want you to notice here is that their sticks are in the air. They're not even fighting each other. They're kind of just like swinging their wands in the air, meaning that this conflict is so nominal, okay? It's not even worth it. And so it's funny, because I did say earlier that your internal conflict for this month, Capricorn, could be like, well, my life is great. Should I pursue this new thing? Is it worth the effort? So that is something for you to think about. I can tell you, whatever you do, what decision you make is going to be great either way, okay? The reason why I say that, well, you did get Queen of Swords, all right? We love the Queen of Swords. She's kind of like the Ice Queen. She's more, this is more about thinking with your head, not your heart, right? So she's just very sharp. She's very talented. She's sitting in that throne for a reason. She just powered her way through, right? She is super smart. And this is your past. And this is what brought you to this situation, is that you were really smart about the choices you made, and you put a lot of effort and energy into making your dreams come true and making things happen for you. And I feel like what's really interesting, Capricorns are known to put a lot of priority and emphasis on their career. It's so important to them. And so that's what's happening here. This is very reflective of Capricorn. And the reason why I said, no matter what decision you make, if you want to take on this new opportunity, go for it, because in the end, you pulled the 10 of Cups. This is complete joy. This is the only card with a rainbow in it. This is all about happiness and total emotional fulfillment. This is all about happy family, happy life. We have this amazing house. We have the rainbows above us. All our cups are full. So listen, April is going to be an amazing month for you. Super amazing. You're just going to be in a really great place. The planets are on your side. The universe is on your side. Karma is on your side. Everything's on your side. There is going to be a moment of this is really interesting because you. I'm just looking at your staff now. And you did pull another five. You did pull the Five of Swords. Okay. Again, remember, five is essentially conflict and challenges. And one thing about the Five of Swords is, and it's funny because this actually came up in the last reading. I did this for Sagittarius in the exact same spot. And so all this is saying is, play by the rules, okay? And you know, Capricorns are, you know, obviously like earth signs and they're really grounded, but if there comes a moment where there is some sort of conflict that you are having within you on in terms of taking a relationship to a next level, or opening up side hustle, or you know, doing something on the side, or maybe even approaching your boss and saying like, I want to be, you know, the VP of this department. Whatever you do, play fair. Do it in a fair way. This is just saying that there could be a moment where you are in a situation where you do have some sort of conflict and it doesn't really go well because you didn't play fair. You can see in this battle that's the guy has more swords than the others. He won, but you know, in the end, you could lose as much as they lost just by uh, not playing by the rules, not playing by the book. So if this is this, so as the message that I'm getting is this internal conflict on whether to start this new venture. If you have any ideas of taking shortcuts, I would just say like think about, you know, think about the outcome and think about whether, you know, it's the right way to do it. Okay. You also pulled the Chariot. Okay, and so things are going to happen fast if you do this new venture, if you do this new opportunity, if you are currently experiencing some sort of change in your life in terms of growth and potential, and in terms of career and enterprise and side projects. Something is going to help really push that along. The Chariot, I do want to point out, is huge Cancer energy here, but let's take a close look, okay? There's a lot happening here, but I'm just going to point out two things. One, he's standing up. He's not even sitting down. So you're in the driver's seat, but you're so eager and so ready to move forward that you're standing up and you're taking charge. Secondly, he's not even holding on to the reins of the Chariot. He is holding the Magician's baton from the first card in the deck. So this is all about moving forward, manifesting, overcoming obstacles, and just going in the direction that you need to go to help your dreams manifest. Something is going to help move that along, and that's great. You did pull the Ten of Swords. Okay, I wouldn't be scared of this card. I know it's really crazy and it looks really brutal, but this came up in your area of, let's say, essentially it's like hopes and fears, right? And what it's really funny is because it represents two things here. One, your hope for all those challenges that you went through in the past to finally end, and that is happening. And then the fear, you do not want to be in that place again. So that's the message I'm receiving, and it's not even something that you should be concerned with at this point, because it's saying it's the 10 card, it's the end of things. So things of all the challenges that you've had, wow, you've really overcome them. Final outcome. Remember how in the beginning I said that you may or may not be pursuing a new venture, maybe a side hustle, maybe you're in it now. Well, here's the funny thing. You did pull the Two of Pentacles, and he is he's the dancer he's dancing around these two situations, and he's doing it really well. So final outcome is that things could be a little, rocky to begin with, but in the end, like, you learn how to juggle the two situations, and you're really good at it. He's funny. I like that guy, the juggler. And I love that he's dancing. Okay, so as I promised, I'm doing one card per week because there's a lot happening in April. And so the first week of April, wow, things are going to move really fast for you. We did have that new moon in Aries, and that was on March 31st. So you're going to feel that energy for the first few weeks of April. And it's just crazy. Things are moving fast. You may be moving, actually. You may be traveling soon. I'm getting a moving energy. Uh, Capricorn, fourth house, yeah. Aries is your fourth house, and that's your domestic, that's home, that's family. You could be in the process of moving. A lot of this, I'm getting the message of remote work too. So a lot of this could be something related to remote work, but the Eight of Wands, it just means things are going to be happening really fast. Well, that's in the shortest way to explain that possible, but it is a travel card too, so you could see travel coming up. And the second week of April, like we said, Mercury, the messenger planet, is entering Taurus on April 10th. And the big thing here is Jupiter conjuncting Neptune on the 12th in Pisces. Now, here's the funny thing about the second week of April is all your wishes are coming true. Okay, you got the wish card. Your wishes are being granted. So whatever this new venture is, whatever this new venture you've gotten yourself into, not even a venture, this can be a relationship, this can be a family matter, this can be moving. Everything is going to work out in your favor in the best way possible, and your wish has been granted. Now, third week of April, we have the Libra full moon on the 16th, okay? And how funny is this? Oh, and then the sun is entering Taurus on the 19th. And remember, that is your fifth house of love and family. And, there's a lot of things in these houses, but I'm just going to pull this and tell you right now, you got the moon card. This is big Pisces energy. And so this is saying that the third week of April, you may feel a little emotional, let's say emotional. It's not something like to worry about. This is saying if there is something that comes up where you feel a little confused about something, trust your gut. This is really just like trust your gut, trust your intuition. Go to bed at night with positive thoughts. If you are going through stress, sometimes when we are going through stress, we go to bed harping on situations and it doesn't help. Turn those negative thoughts or those challenging thoughts into positive thoughts, and things will really come out in the way you want to. And how funny that I say that, because the fourth week of April, when Venus is conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces. I mean, the fourth. Listen, and then we have the solar eclipse in Taurus, and the fourth week of April is going to be huge, 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 huge. Again, love and family, but how funny I said that earlier, because you did get the High Priestess for the fourth week. And when I said, like, trust your judgment, trust your intuition, this is just confirming it. This is, she's the guardian of the subconscious. We love the High Priestess. This is very psychic energy here. This is very spiritual. This is very mystical. But in the end, this is all about intuition. And this is all about, you could be, the things that are happening to you in April, because they're so good and they're so positive, it could put you in a situation where you are becoming a lot more intuitive, and we're learning that you can trust yourself more than you thought, and you are more intuitive than you thought. So use that in your favor. You have a fantastic reading, Capricorn. So yeah, I hope you liked your reading. Again, It'd be great if you can like and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, especially because I just started out doing the YouTube videos for my practice. Again, April's going to be a great month. I'm very excited to see what happens. Feel free to leave comments and have a great month. Have a great week. I'm doing weekly readings too. So I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.